The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Everybody get up.
And welcome to the Girls of 28A. I am Trisha Centenaire and this is Julia Snagowski.
Hello.
We have a very, very special guest in this evening. We are actually live tonight. Usually we pre-tape, so holla. No, so we've got a very special guest in tonight. Her name is Bubbles Paraiso. She started out as a model and now she is a very famous and well-known actress.
Sexy-siren.
Yeah, here in the Philippines. She will also be opening up a restaurant in about a month's time, but we'll let her speak about that. But we are going to be talking about showbiz.
Dating in showbiz, the do's and don'ts, the ins and outs, everything to do with...
I mean, who else better to ask than actress?
Than actress
who
in
works
showbiz.
in the industry here.
Exactly.
So we're going to ask her some questions of love teams and do's and don'ts, as Julia said. But before we do that...
Yeah, what's been going on this week? Well, actually, we might sound a bit silly talking about it because we're not... Well, I'm not able to speak Tagalog, but anyway, Makati owns part of Taguig now, the fort. The fort is the big money maker for the city of Taguig, and after a 20-year dispute, the Court of Appeals just decided that, in fact, Taguig does not own the fort anymore. So how does this affect us? Well, apparently they're going to start implementing coding, perhaps, in the fort. We don't
Which
know
sucks
about...
because we don't have it at the moment. Julia and I, we live in the fort.
As does Bubbles.
And Bubbles, yes.
Yeah, and we don't know about smoking. And a big, most of the revenue of Taguig comes from the fort, and a lot of that gets filtered into their social services. So without that money, a lot of people could potentially be affected. So, but the city, the Kaitanos are fighting this, so we'll go to the Supreme Court. So let's find out what goes on with this little story. But first,
we can touch back with that, in the coming week. So, but up next we have got our host picks.
Exactly. Which one's first? Is it yours or mine?
I think it's yours.
Is it mine? Okay. Well, to talk about this little funny video, you gotta don't blink, hold your breath, watch it because you gotta catch what these two women say before you're lost on the joke. So, let's go to America and watch some news.
I'm so pale.
Your Honor.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands. 1 of 3 inches of snow fell in Seattle and other areas.
Okay, you know what? For those who missed it, because I blinked, let's watch it again. Just listen to the girl in the red and watch the other girl's reaction. That's the funny part.
I'm so pale.
Your Honor.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands. 1 of 3 inches of snow fell in Seattle and other areas.
Well,
So pale.
So pale.
I feel like that would very much happen to me. I talk like that. So pale.
She was, how professional was she? She went straight into and up on the news today.
This next video is kind of cool because it could be a little controversial as well.
This is my host pick,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
check it out.
لخبط شخبط لخبط لخبط مسك الالوان ورسم على الحيط لخبط شخبط لخبط لخبط مسك الالوان ورسم على الحيط اعمل ايه وياك يا حنان اللي عملته ده وقعان اعمل ايه وياك يا حنان اللي عملته ده وقعان عايز ترسم لكن
And then,
Wow. Well, so he's got the biggest mouth in the world. I don't know if he's in the Guinness Book of Records, but what I found was really interesting was he had like 612 likes and 139 dislikes.
And for that ratio, especially on YouTube, maybe if he had 500,000 hits and then there were 100 dislikes, that's normal. But we're wondering, by showing this, does this make us inadvertently a bit racist? Is this
I don't think
politically
so.
incorrect to?
But if it was a white guy being able to do that with his mouth, would we say anything? No.
No, yeah, it's fine. I guess it's because there's Indian music playing in the back. I don't know. Maybe
that's
is
the
that
strange
is that
part.
why it is that people find it offensive? I don't know, Bubbles.
I don't know. Well, so there you go. There are host picks of the week, and you know what I find funny about these host picks is that it kind of
Shows us how weird we are.
Yeah, it flexes our strange sides. Because Julia, sometimes your host picks are a little bit strange. Today it was okay.
I'm not all weird.
Anyway, so let's welcome onto the girls of 28A, Bubbles Paraiso.
Hello.
Look at this gorgeous
Hi.
girl.
How are you on this
I'm
rainy
good.
rainy
I know.
night? My
I'm
God,
so
it is
relaxed
so
here already.
rainy.
I'm about to fall asleep.
But you got your rain boots
gosh.
on. You're
Got my
prepared.
rain boots on, so
Okay.
So Bubbles, you are a model turned actress. You are a big celebrity. You have a lot of followers on Twitter. We were really impressed, intimidated even. But how long have you been in the limelight for?
I started modeling when I was 16. Became a member of PMAP when I was 17. So I was the baby of everyone. And then I became a host for a lifestyle show for guys at the age of how old was I? 22, I think. This was like 2006.
Okay.
And then 2007, I entered Showbiz. I was 23.
And Showbiz, you mean like doing like movies and
yeah.
teleseries
Yeah.
and
So
stuff
it
like
was
that?
2007 when I really went full blast. Teleserie, movies, the whole shebang. So
Oh, so you get, when we Googled Bubbles, you're in the tabloids. You are a full-on
I know.
celebrity. So, as you're in the thick of it, and obviously you're a beautiful, hot woman, have you ever dated another celebrity before?
no. That's actually one of my no-nos.
Why? Why is that a no-no?
Well, when I wasn't in Showbiz yet, I dated an actor. So, and it didn't work out. So, I think that may be the reason why I promised myself that, okay, I'm in Showbiz, but I am never dating someone from Showbiz.
Why didn't it
one
work out? He
bitten,
broke
twice shy.
your heart, yeah.
No, I think it's because, you know our rules, right? Like, hey, you're not allowed to cheat on me and whatever. But guys in Showbiz, there's a little hall pass right there. Because if the scene asked for a kissing scene, they can't say, hey.
But that's not really
can't-
cheating, though.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not, but still, it's still hard to digest.
Yeah, but sometimes when you kiss someone, you can't just, especially with me, I can't kiss just anybody. So it's always hard for me when I have a kissing scene. I'm like, it's just a struggle for me personally.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, really? And I ask my manager all the time, every time I have a kissing scene, I'm like, do I really have to do this? Because I really don't want to do this. I really cry to her. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm actually, I don't know, I'm closet conservative, even if I post for like men's magazines and everything. Every time they try to be sexy and ask me sexy questions, I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
I have
Well,
no
that's funny
idea.
that you bring that up because I don't know about the local statistics for showbiz couples, but I know that in Hollywood, there's a 35% chance that a relationship is going to work, which is huge. In America itself, it's a 50% chance divorce rate. And then in Hollywood, it becomes 35% chance that it's going to work. So 35% chance that your relationship is going to work out of 100. So your odds are very, very
Kind of
slim.
screwed from the beginning.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
much.
And they're saying that the reasons that, at least in Hollywood, that these two Hollywood star relationships are almost doomed to fail is because, first, you don't really get to spend a lot of time with each other, right?
Exactly.
Especially you would know, you
Yeah.
tape these crazy hours, you can't, you just don't have time to spend.
Especially with them, like sometimes they really go on location. And it's not just like here that you go to Batangas, you go to Tagaytay. With there, it's you go to Switzerland, you go to New Zealand, you go to Australia. So they're really away. And I think the best example is the whole Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston.
Exactly.
He was married and very much in love with Jennifer Aniston. And then he worked with Angelina in Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
And Jennifer was already like, is there something? Maybe not. All the kissing scenes are just for work. But
Exactly,
It's
because
hard.
Parts
It's
flew all
isn't it?
over, so that's why.
Because you're supposed to really fall in love with your fellow actor, right? Because you are that
You have
character.
to
You
act
have
like
to,
you have
yeah.
to be the character that you are. So
Exactly.
sometimes your mind gets screwed up and believes that you are your character.
Is that why you're scared? That's why you call up your manager, you're like, I'm gonna really fall in love with him because I'm being the character.
No, not really. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just really conservative like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that would make sense why we couldn't find any of Bubbles' ex-boyfriends on the internet. We were searching and searching. And we even
Searching.
rang our friends who were born and bred and raised here in Manila saying, Bubbles Paraiso, can you tell us who has she dated in the industry? Literally, like our
Crickets.
nothing. Nothing
no, and
at
I was
all.
single before my boyfriend. Now I was single for 5 years.
No way.
Yeah.
Look, being single's not a bad thing.
No. I mean, like,
I was single for
I
5
only say
years.
this because you said that you're very conservative. So when you say you were single, that means you weren't even dating. You weren't even kind of.
I'd go on a date, and then sometimes after one date, if I really don't like you, I'm just like, no, it's not working.
You're ruthless.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna make him think that there's something in the future. So if I don't like him, I'm not even gonna say yes to one date. I'm not even gonna give my number. It's like, I'm not gonna waste your time. Don't waste mine. Bye. So.
Definitely.
That's the way it should be. You know, when it comes to dating, there's too much messing around. There's too much.
Yeah, there's too much
oh,
games.
You know,
like
let me
the shoot-
string you along for a while.
Exactly.
Shit like
Until
that.
a better
It's bad.
option comes. and
Exactly.
then-
So I hate that. And I have a lot of guy friends, so I know how they feel when someone would just be like, yeah,
Comes along and-
maybe we can date, maybe not. And then in the end, we just dump them. So it's
Yeah,
like,
no, exactly.
I don't want to be that girl. No.
But
Well,
what
you're
about-
definitely not that girl, which is good.
Well, what about another reason that Hollywood couples don't, and they don't end up making it is because of too much public scrutiny. There's all the
Yeah.
tabloids that there's right. It's so hard. There's these rumors constantly floating that you're seeing your co-star. How's your wife back home going to be able to handle that? Do you have experiences with that where there's been rumors at least about
Yeah.
you dating people that you absolutely
Oh
have no
yes, yeah. I
connection
just have a
with?
picture taken with this actor, and they're like, "Oh, are they dating? Are they?" And especially on Instagram, like if I post a picture with like guy number one, they're like, "Oh, so you guys are dating? Is he your new boyfriend?" And I'm like, "No, he's my friend." So a lot of people speculate, or even one of my guy best friends. A lot of people thought that I was sleeping with him or that I was dating
Oh, it's
him.
always the way here.
Just because
Always
we're
the
always
way.
together, it's like, can't you see? He's like my brother. I can't. So, yeah.
It
just
goes
like
back to that, can guys and girls, and it comes up in our podcast so many times,
the
can
time.
guys and girls really be friends?
Yes.
You
And-
spoke about that on The Cave.
But
Yes.
I actually disagree with you quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But
Yeah, very
we'll
true.
talk about this later.
Okay.
And then the last
true.
reason that most Hollywood couples don't make it is because, they're always constantly surrounded by other rich,
Beautiful.
interesting, gorgeous people. It's not like, say you grow up, say I never left the States, or you never, we just always stayed where we grew up, and we have a 9-to-5 job, and the only people we see are either our friends or the people we work with. How are you ever going
grass
to be
is always
tempted,
greener on
right?
the other
Exactly.
side.
So when you're a celebrity, you're always meeting these fabulous people. So of course
Beautiful
it's going to be
people,
So,
yeah.
exactly.
And you got, especially on the set, you get closer. You get to know your co-actors, especially here, like locally. It's, let's say for teleseries, we work. Sometimes it's usually MWF. You work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it's a 28-hour job, 24-hour job. So
You guys need to
you're
unionize.
together every day.
I swear to God.
For at least 3 months. So let's say Monday you're on the set at 7 a.m. You leave the set at 7 a.m. on Tuesday. You're on the set again at 7 on Wednesday. So the only times you are at home, then you really rest. You
You're
have your nails
sleeping.
done. Yeah, you rest. And so for that 3 to 6 months, you're just with your co-actors. That's why usually, especially those who are paired together, the love teams, they tend to fall in love with each other because they're always together with the scenes. They're together, so it's like, hey, what's up? And they get to know each other, and then bam.
Yeah, definitely. Well, before we go into the love teams of the Philippines, why don't we check out some of the Hollywood couples that
actually did work.
that have worked,
Even though
Because there
both are
some-
celebrities,
Yeah,
right.
because we've
Is
sat here
Beyonce
saying
and Jay-Z there?
that they're not working, but at the end of the day, sometimes they do work, but at
Tom
the expense
Hanks
of one
and
of
Rita
the other
Wilson.
person. No.
Well, see, okay, Brad and Angelina, they work, and I don't think that well, this is Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. They've been together for 26 years. I think Rita Wilson,
She was an actress.
Yeah.
She was an actress beforehand. She did a whole bunch of movies, but then she kind of stepped down. I'm sure she's probably doing something amazing like producing or something like that.
Probably.
But Tom Hanks really is the star in that relationship.
We have Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan. We have Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, 24 years. My personal favorite, Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman.
From Cheers.
Yes, exactly. Perfect little short couple, 30 years. Denzel and Pauletta Washington, 29 years. Annette Bening and Warren Beatty for 21 years. And then my personal favorite, Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith for 17 years. So, actually, Bubbles, I want to shoot this question at you. Why do you think these couples work when they're both big stars?
Yeah.
I think a lot of trust is important. You just have to make sure that that your partner is not going to cheat on you or is going to fall in love with his leading lady. It's just that. Because sometimes if you're too paranoid about it, like, hey, you have a kissing scene, okay, you might be sleeping with her after that. Then once you have that in your mind, then it's really not going to work. But if you trust that your partner is not going to cheat on you, then it's going to work. And also if you just allow each other to grow as actors, there's no insecurity. Because sometimes like you think, especially if you're paired up, some people would count how many frames they're on, like crazy.
Really?
And put some kind of theory behind it.
Yes, like some people like that, or like, how come your name is top billing before me, like stuff like that, or how come you're getting this amount of money per day and I'm only getting this one? So if there's insecurity, then it's not gonna work. But if you just let him be, or let her be, then it's gonna work out.
Easier said than done.
And if you don't believe in rumors, that is the most important one. Yes.
I think that would be so hard, especially if there were rumors that your husband or your wife was having an affair with a co-star, and you can kind of, obviously there has to be chemistry because they're in this film together. Yes. I think that would be just the hardest thing to be like, okay.
And you're watching them on screen.
Yeah.
Because once the seed is planted into your head of, oh, maybe they might be, it's really hard, as women especially, it's really hard to get that out of your mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's near impossible, and sometimes it can just send you off to crazy town.
Yes,
Literally, it can
especially
send you
like
fucking loopy.
they're gone for how long, just taping, and you're like, what time is he gonna end? Is she really not yet packed up?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Just like, especially if they're an Academy Award-winning actor,
Oh,
they're
yes.
supposed to be in love with this person, and then on top of that, OK Magazine is saying
Yeah.
that they're
and sometimes they have to set up, like, set up a romance, like here they do it a lot.
Yeah.
Love
If you're
team.
if you're a love team, let's pretend that you really are a couple.
Yeah,
Go
actually-
out together.
Can you kind of, because
So
Trish and I,
explain that to us, yeah.
we don't really understand the whole concept of a love team. So could
It's to sell a product. It's basically to sell the show. So like how Filipinos are hopeless romantics and all of that. So they would rather not just see two characters fall in love. They want to see you fall in love in real life.
They want you, okay. But
So,
sometimes
yeah.
it happens.
Although the audience now is a little bit is a lot more smarter. So even if they know that this guy is married to someone else, this girl is married, and they pair up, the chemistry is great, they will accept that. But
Okay.
before, if this guy has another girlfriend, they would lash out on the girlfriend.
What?
Would be like, no, he belongs with her.
Oh,
my
no
gosh.
kidding.
Yes.
Okay, so love team is when you have two actors and they are in a series
together.
of movies
Yes.
or teleseries
yes.
together.
As the leading man and leading lady.
And then
Okay.
and then are they actually a
they're
couple in
usually-
real life?
They're usually packaged together, like even for endorsements, like on his and hers.
Oh.
For real life, not really, but most of the time they end up being together.
Okay, such as, can you give us examples?
Such as Marian and Ding Dong, they work together and then just,
we have
just
one of them.
there you
There.
go. Yeah. There, and then Jeff Eigenman and Carla Abellana, and then Richard Gutierrez and Sarah Labati. Those are the three people on the top of my head.
How long have they all been together for? It's been quite a while.
Everyone, I think more than a year already. Yeah.
Do they ever get married, these love teams?
Those three are still young, so not yet.
Okay.
Hopefully, yeah.
I know that there are some that actually work. There's Richard Gomez and
Lucy Torres.
Gomez. Lucy
Yes.
Torres.
Yeah, Lucy Torres
They're married. They have a gorgeous daughter, Juliana.
Yes.
Was she an actress beforehand, or was she just a model?
She was a model.
Okay.
And then they met in the commercial, a soap commercial.
Okay.
I forgot the brand. Yeah, they met in the soap commercial. Lucy was the girl, Richard was the guy, and then fell in love.
See, it seems to work. When it seems to work is when there's one person who's a really big star, and the other one is not so big, is still in the industry,
But kind of in a different
it's in a, either
category.
hosting or modeling
Yes.
or something that doesn't take them away too far. They can still be there for
Yeah.
him or her when she comes home from work or visit on the set if they have long days.
But
So
what
it
about
can-
Brangelina? They're both, I think, equally
Yeah, but
huge.
that's I think a really really
yeah, the
difficult
super-
and why they've got a billion kids to keep them
It's
together.
the babies. It's the babies.
Yeah, it's the babies. It's all the adoptions.
So yeah, I mean, what else can? And then there are sometimes it just doesn't work at all. Who are some people who don't work at all? I
The
know
love
that-
teams that didn't work.
Yeah, but there's another couple of young love teams who I don't think are together. Kim Chu
And Gerald.
well, no, who is she with now?
Zian.
Zian?
Zian Lim.
So are they real? It's just Kim
Yeah, they're
Chu-
really dating.
Kim Chu
Oh.
and Shan Lim's really dating.
For like, I don't know, are they? Wait, have they confirmed? I don't know, but
don't know.
from what I've heard, they are.
Oh, Bubbles.
From what I've heard, I mean, I'm not close to them or anything, so I can't really confirm anything. But from what I've heard. Oh my God.
Wait, so she
But from what I've heard, yeah.
she used to be with Gerald Anderson,
Yeah.
right? Wait, but were they real as well?
Yes, they were.
because they were the teen
From what I know.
edition from Big Brother, so they did the whole in the Big Brother discs
Yeah.
together. So
The thing is, because they're from another network, so
it's
Oh, you're
completely
not in
different.
on their
like,
gossip?
yeah, that's why I can just assume or just base it from of course what I hear.
Yeah.
It's if it's my friends or people that I really know, then yes.
Then you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long do these love teams normally last for? Is there like a
It
shelf
depends.
life?
If they really work, then they're gonna milk it. The network's gonna milk it for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I know that we've had Kim Jones on the show, and she just got engaged to Jericho Rosado.
yeah.
Congratulations, Kim and
Congratulations.
Jericho. So but he was paired up with a couple. He had a couple of love teams as well that didn't work.
And he was known to be, he would fall in love with his leading lady.
Yes, no, we
Time.
touched base on that actually.
Yeah.
So
Something that as
So
a girlfriend would
now
make
he
you
got
go
someone
crazy.
who is not completely in showbiz.
exactly,
Yeah.
see that is an example where it works, which is great. So-
If you were approached by your network and they said, okay, we're going to pair you up with this actor and you are going to be the new love team, how would you take that?
Well, that's why I'm always a contrabida, so I don't have any love teams. No, and B, I don't know. Well, it depends on the guy. Like, if the guy is a douche off cam, I'd be like,
Well, what if he's a nice guy? What
if he's a nice guy, then
friend?
yeah. Because sometimes there are nice guys who are really sweet. Like, they respect if you're single, okay. If you're not single, then okay. But everything's professional. Like, Rafael Rosell, he's a very professional guy. Like, he's just there to act. He's not gonna flirt with you. He's gonna be friendly. He's very friendly, but he's not there to hit on you. If you guys have a kissing scene, then okay, let's do this. After that, cut. It's done. So he's a perfect gentleman. So yeah, if like someone like him, you'd be paired with a guy like him, then it's fine. Or like Dennis Trillo is also a gentleman.
So you would be willing to be a part of a love team that just did a bunch of movies and endorsements together, but you would not allow yourself to date
Yes.
off screen? Okay.
Yeah.
But it just might happen, you never know, right?
Well, I dated my co-host in It's a Guy thing before, like the lifestyle show that I hosted. It didn't last. I mean, it was fun when we were working together, but after the show, it's like that's why after that, and it wasn't really showbiz. It's just it's a lifestyle show. So yeah, no.
it was like when you break up with your high school sweetheart.
Yeah,
because
it's like
school
that.
ends and you're going in different
So
directions.
I feel that maybe for teleseries, it's the same thing. Like,
Which is
it's
probably
'cause
why
they're
they keep
there.
them together. And
Yeah.
make them do teleserye
so if you don't, if you're
teleserye.
not together anymore, if you don't see each other at work, then when are you gonna hang out? Especially for showbiz, if let's say I have an MWF schedule and then he has a TTHS schedule, then when are we gonna see each other?
Screwed.
And it's so hard. It's so hard not to have time together. So,
Oh, definitely. That's a foundation of
so that's one of the big
relationship.
things.
Well, guys, it's time to go on a quick commercial break. We have Bubbles Paraiso with us, but when we come back, we're going to be asking her more about her personal life and her current boyfriend, and if dating a non-showbiz person is better than an actor. Well, we'll find out her opinion when we come back.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but
Wait.
have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No?
You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny, and you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep
Okay.
saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay,
Whoever
let's
can
do it.
fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba?
Okay.
And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time.
Alright, I'll learn two at a time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na, okay na.
Good.
I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Ano? Okay. No, we love this question. Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not. Tirsa! Tirsa! Anyway, jaundice does not know. This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So, jaundice. And I'm now happy to present to you Carlo Tayo. Halika dito, te! Tabi tayo! Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos?
Ang puti, mama.
Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Yan, para sa show mo, ha? Oh.
Aray ko, ang mayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora, pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing? Pwede ba itong pang nose line?
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na siya.
Oh my God!
Sorry, ma'am. Ito talaga.
Hindi, bago yan. Don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakat yun. Dapat pala caution muna yung pinasa natin.
Join your host, Carrots Nazareno, on Live, Love, Lols every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
And welcome back to the Girls of 28A. We have got Bubbles Paraiso on the show with us, and she has been talking to us about dating in showbiz, when it has worked, when it hasn't worked. We've talked about Hollywood stars that have worked. So Bubbles, you are dating at the moment, as you said. Mm-hmm. He is a celebrity, non-celebrity?
Semi-celebrity.
Semi-celebrity.
Yeah. But is he an actor or
He's
an
not.
artista? Okay.
He is not on TV at all.
So how's he a semi-celebrity?
Oh, there's his picture. Hello.
You're so cute.
We just kind of stalk you.
He's a businessman, but because he works a lot on music, so yeah, he plays his guitar. He produces music, so that's why he's like a semi-celebrity. And he used to date another celebrity, so which
So
I
he's
shall
like-
not name.
She who shall not be named.
So yeah, so some people know him already.
Okay. So how, I mean, you said that you kind of dated a co-star long before. So how's it dating a guy that has nothing to do with acting and singing?
It's fun because I get to learn a lot. Like, I tell him all about the stuff that I know, like fashion. Well, of course, I can't teach him anything about beauty. But yeah, like fashion, showbiz, everything like that. And I get to also go to his life and learn stuff. Like, I'm now learning how to play the drums.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm now in grade 1. I'm not nursery anymore. No, seriously, I've been doing it for like 3-4 months. So, and he was the first one who enrolled me first, just so that I can get the feel of it. And then after that, I got so hooked. So I've been enrolling myself every week. And then, because he's very healthy, he's a health freak. Like, I thought I was healthy, I thought I was already fit. But when I met him after that, when I couldn't do a pull-up, it was such a challenge for me. It's like, why can't I do a pull-up? I'm so weak. So
I don't think I can do
now
that.
I have all these, look at my hands. It's not for holding hands anymore.
Calluses.
Calluses on my
weight.
hands and he likes it.
Oh,
I'm getting strong.
that's
so it's
cute.
like, okay. So yeah, just earlier.
Look
I was
at
like,
you guys.
So
Yeah,
we've
that's
seen on
acro
your
yoga.
Instagram that you guys actually train a lot together.
Yeah, we train a lot together. That's why I've been cooking also. Everything, no oil, no salt,
no salt even.
No salt.
Wow.
So it's healthy. So it's a challenge because I don't know how to cook at all except for eggs. But I've been cooking now, so
Does he
fun.
cook for
It's
you?
no. He cannot. So I think I should be the only one in the kitchen. He trains me, but that's it. He trains me in the gym.
So he pushes you to be a better person, physically, mentally, spiritually. So you are against dating in showbiz, from what it sounds.
Yes.
But how does he deal with you being in showbiz? How does he, when you come back and you said, oh, I just, I filmed a kissing scene with this
Actually,
person.
yeah,
How does he
that's
handle it?
funny. Like, when we were dating already, and then in the script, I had a guesting, and I had to have a kissing scene with someone. So I told him, and he's very okay about it. And I was like, hon, I think I'm gonna have a kissing scene with my co-actor. And he goes, oh, you're gonna cheat on me. And he was just kidding.
Oh, he was being
He was
dramatic
cheating.
about it.
You're gonna cheat on me, huh? And I calls up 30 minutes later. So, how does it feel to cheat on me? But he was just being funny about it. Like, it was very okay. He's like,
slut.
babe, you know it's okay. But he's like, but how does it feel? And I go, okay, first of all, we didn't do the kissing scene anymore because, yeah, it was awkward for me and the guy. Because he's like my brother. This guy is like, like a big brother to me. And like, just hugging, both of us are like, ah! Like, we couldn't even do it anymore. So we're like, okay, let's not do it.
So all of Atticus' seething feelings and everything were for nothing.
Yeah, no, it was just fun. No, and, because I mean, I've appeared on FHM already. When we started dating, I was even on the cover of FHM, and he was saying before that he would never date someone. Like he said, he would never date someone from showbiz, and then he dated his ex, and then he said he would never date someone who has appeared in FHM.
Yeah, never say never.
So
Never say
yeah, so he
never.
was really surprised about how conservative I am. Sometimes, like, I dress up with plunging necklines, mini skirts, and then there's some stuff about, especially sexy stuff, that I either don't know about or I'm just like, oh my god, what's that? Like, no, like I just freak out a lot. So yeah, so he's like, you're an FHM girl, why are you so conservative? Why can't you do that? I'm like,
Yeah, but that just because you're an FHM girl doesn't mean that
exactly.
it's just like any other photo shoot, really.
Exactly. So for me, I just treat it like any other photo
Well,
shoot.
that's like guys that rape women and say, well, did you see the clothes she was wearing? Obviously she wanted it. It's that kind of
So it's like, no. So there,
wrong thinking.
So he's okay with it, but at the same time, sometimes he just when he sees me all dressed up, sometimes he's like, oh, you're wearing that? Because my cleavage is showing. And when I say, yeah, why? Don't you like it? And he goes, no, it's okay. It's just really sexy, but it's okay. So it's funny. Like, so of course, he doesn't want to control me, but he's just like, no, it's okay.
It's the cute boyfriend way in telling the girl, you know what, you're sexy, you're hot. Example A.
Yeah.
But in saying that as well, because he doesn't want to control you, it's a nice way in saying, you look great, but
cover up a bit.
oh my gosh, do I want everyone to see what I should, what I have?
Yes,
kind of thing. So it's
exactly.
kind of cute in a kind of backhanded way.
Yeah.
So
Nobody cares.
yeah,
He's handling it well.
It's
So
better than him
sometimes I'm like, wait, should I change it or not?
exactly.
Should I
It's like, what was that? If I go
Yeah.
out, is it? Yeah, I've been there before. Where you.
But he would tell me, he's like, no, trust me, it's okay. So okay, bye.
Have there been anything in the tabloids that kind of indicate that you're cheating on him or anything that could cause any trouble in the home? Nothing?
No.
Okay.
Not yet, and I hope there will never be one.
Do you think he'd be chill about it if he saw something not so nice?
I think, like, if ever I start taping and then I have a kissing scene or I'm paired up with someone, I will tell him right away. I'll just tell him straight up before it even comes out. I'll be like, hey, I'm being paired with this guy, so there might be some news about me dating him or whatever, and you should know that it's not true.
It's just like we said before, it's all a matter about being really super honest, super upfront, and if anything, because you're the one doing the kissing scenes and in the industry and he's not, it's up to you to really keep him secure, you know, by going that extra step with calling him and things like that. And if you don't, well then you just don't really care about him, but
you know, kiss someone, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But I like how he dealt with the kissing scene before. Like, so how does it feel you cheating on me? That's quite cute.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Because most guys
It's a
really
good
would
way.
not be able to handle that because men are super possessive at the end of the
And the
day.
fact that he was talking about it means he's okay with it, because if he was quiet about it, then it means I'm screwed up.
Yeah. The quiet ones you gotta worry about.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been together for?
Officially 6 months. We've known each other for 5 years, and then but we started going out New Year's.
Is there a romantic story behind this?
He was there. It was a private party. It was a private house party on New Year's Eve, and then he went there with his girl best friend, who is also a close friend of mine. And then I went there late. I came in late, and I said, "Oh, hello," like just nothing. And I came in with like 2 other friends who I adopted because their families weren't here. And then I saw him looking so lost, walking around, because he didn't know anyone in that house. Like with his phone, he was like. So when he passed me, I go, "Hey, Atticus, are you okay?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I can't find my friend." So I called her up, and apparently she left because there was someone drunk and she had to take care of that other friend. And she goes, "Oh, Bubs, can you just take care of him for me?" So I'm like, okay. And then after that, like when we were about to transfer somewhere else, he got my number. And then made our common friend invite me to work out, and he was there, and then we worked out together. Of course, it's fitness, right? And then we worked out together, and then after that, he was asking me out already. He asked me out to dinner, and I kept on saying no.
Why?
You made him work
when you were
for it.
training and working out.
We were
weren't you kind of
working
like
out.
feeling that sense of
No, because like I didn't want
Animalistic.
to. No, I really don't want to assume anything. So when he was being friendly, and when we were supposed to have like a group movie together, and he goes, and then he private messages me like, "Hey, wanna have dinner before the movie?" And I'm like, "No, I think let's just do the movie." And then after the movie, nobody showed up. I didn't even know it was a setup.
Oh, conniving.
I did not know it was a setup. Nobody showed up but him. And I was just like, oh, it's just the 2 of us. And he
it was
goes,
a
you
setup on
mad?
his behalf. So what? But your
because-
friends involved
Because the
with
friends knew that he liked me. So they're like, "No, it's okay," and they just didn't show up. And he's like, "So do you still want to watch a movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want to watch this movie." So
Wait, he didn't want to just ask you out straight out. Oh, well, he was, but you kept rejecting him.
yeah.
So-
So like just this slow
Wow,
thing.
he was
And
really
then-
keen.
Yeah, and then after that, he was asking me to have drinks after, and I go, "No, I'm waking up early tomorrow. I have Habitat for Humanity." So he was like, "Okay, if she keeps on rejecting me, it means she doesn't really like me." And then that morning, I texted him, "I'm really sorry if I didn't go out with you last night. I just really have to go early for the Habitat build." So I think that was the reason why he was like, "Oh, okay, maybe there is a chance." And then we finally had that one drink in somewhere in the fort. And then, but I gave him 30 minutes.
You're on the clock,
because,
buddy.
Yeah, because I had to meet up with my friends in Urban. And he goes, "Okay, I'll just go to another place with my friends then." And then he followed to Urban, not knowing that all of my friends are guys.
Oh no!
Yes. So he followed to Urban and sees me with all of my guy friends being protective, and everyone, right when they saw him, they all made this face. They're all like,
I mean, he was so intimidated.
yeah. Like when they saw him like giving me his jacket because I was freezing, they're all like giving each other the looks, and I was giving all of them the evil eye. It was too funny, I swear.
wow.
And then we started hanging out.
So did you always kind of like him even when you were rejecting him? Or it really was all of a sudden he did
It was
something
actually
that-
like I really didn't know. Because I didn't want to assume that he liked me. And I told my friend Neil, I was like, because he was asking me, are you not dating anyone yet? You haven't met anyone? Hey, let me set you up with my friend. And then that's when I started, well, I don't know if this guy likes me. And then I told him all about it. And he goes, Bubs, he likes you. And I go, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it. I mean,
Do you know what though? Do you
he-
think he wasn't coming on strong because I think he probably knew? I mean, you're a very well-known actress here in Manila. How could he not have known that you have really a solid group of guy friends?
He knows
We're
that
not from
because
here,
our
and
common
we knew
friends
that,
are
so-
our common friends are girls.
Oh,
My
okay.
workout buddies are girls.
Because I mean, maybe he was just not coming on too strong because he knows that you have a lot of protective male, strong alpha male friends.
I think he just didn't know how many they were. He thought there were
Right.
like 3, didn't know there were 20.
He just sounds like a conniver to me.
Listen to you. And you are, though, very good at friend zoning men. I think that's what's probably
Yes.
kept you really safe over the years when it comes to dating in showbiz and things like that, is that you're good at keeping them there. You're good at keeping things very professional. You have just that wall, the conservative wall, but it's good. It's it's a good thing. So I'm glad that he penetrated and he got you in the end. Good job,
I
Addie.
didn't see that coming.
But I mean, he got you good, right? It seems
I
like
know.
you guys are into each other. I mean, there are photos of you guys doing yoga, dancing everywhere. I mean, you're openly talking about him. I mean, this 6 months is relatively new, but it seems like.
And we are both the biggest dorks. I mean,
I was saying this to Julia today. I said when we were researching you, flipping around, and I said, you know what? Oh, it's so nice that she has found a guy, or that they found each other, where you both just can joke and laugh about things, and you can really tell just from your pictures where you have one picture on your Instagram where it's a red square and there are 4 different squares.
Is that the kiss
and you're
mark one?
smiling
Oh,
and
okay.
he's doing a different face in every one,
Yeah.
and he just seems like such a vibrant kind of guy. You know, some guys who date girls who are in showbiz will be like
But there's just
smile at
serious,
pictures.
yeah.
He seems to be
very sweet.
just as big a star as you.
Yeah, no, and my favorite story with how dorky we are was we were in Hong Kong. We were on the way home, and then as we entered the airport, there was a walkalator, right? When I got to the walkalator, I just started dancing. Like, not serious dance. It was like, I started dancing with no music. And then he looked at me and danced like me. And then he goes, so, why are we dancing?
Oh, cute.
There's no music. And you'd see us 2 crazy people just dancing with no music.
Well, that's support from a boyfriend if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. So if you're an actress and you're a bit, you're a goofball, you got to find a guy that's not in the business, but who secretly wishes he was. Secretly wishes to be a
And
dancer.
he doesn't mind. Like if we bump into some people and then they ask for a picture, he just steps aside. Or sometimes it'd be like, hey, they want me to take your photo. He's so cool about it.
Oh, well, you know what, Bubbles? Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
We know that you guest on so many shows. This is just of one of them. But there are also the joys and thrills of being an artista here in Manila. You guys have to guest on some very unusual and funny shows. And we've got a little clip here of you just to show what kind of a really good sport Bubbles is, So check this out. Once again, Bubbles, wait. Do you want to plug anything? Oh, wait, your restaurant.
Oh, yes. We're opening, hopefully we're open by October or end of September, but it's called Tipsy Pig. It's in Capitol Commons in Ortigas. So watch out for it. It's really good food.
And where can
Where can they find you?
They can find me on
Instagram?
Twitter and Instagram, both at Bubbles Paraiso. Just one word.
There you go. Okay, so
Thank you.
here's a clip. Have a look at Bubbles and just
Oh my
see
God.
what a great sport she is.
Come on, Una. Are you ready?
Ready?
3 minutes. Go.
Sa Pilipinas ba to?
Yes.
Luzon?
No. Oh.
Ask more questions.
Nasa Baguio?
No.
Probinsya ba to?
Yes.
Nasa North? Sige, beach ba to?
No.
Summer capital?
No.
Mainit ba dito?
I don't know. No, I'll say no.
Dagupan?
No.
Cavite?
No.
Napuntahan mo na ba to?
No.
Di ba napupuntahan?
No.
Tawi-Tawi?
No.
Cavite?
Tawi-tawi po.
Pass.
Pass down. Okay. Raymond.
Tao?
Hindi.
No, lugar lang. Lugar ang
Oh,
category.
lugar? Oh, okay. Is it a country?
Yes.
It's in Asia.
Yes.
Singapore, Malaysia, Japan.
Japan! Ay, sa Japan. Balik tayo kay Bubbles. Ayan na.
Benguet.
No.
Sorsogon.
No.
Starts with the letter B.
Yes.
Batangas.
No.
Batanes.
No.
Bataan.
No.
Baguio.
Yes.
Baguio!
Hindi sinasadya.
Bawal yung...
Oh gosh,
I
that
love
seemed
it.
like it would have been a funny show though.
Yeah.
Mon looks
That's
like a little
fun.
Asian Harry Potter.
So
I
that's
love
Mon
it.
Gutierrez, everybody. Maybe we should ask him to come on the show and
I
ask
know.
him
Yeah,
how,
you
he,
should.
how he lost so much weight because he looks, I think he's lost what, 30, 40 pounds now?
More.
He
More.
looks stunning at
I
the
kind of
moment.
like
Oh
that
my
previous
gosh.
look, though. I'm liking the
He looks like a
glasses
teddy
and the
bear.
stripes.
I know. I used to call him my
like
teddy
it.
bear, but now he's so fit.
So yeah, so anyway, there you go. Thank you so much once
Thank
again.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, we want to actually acknowledge some Twitter fans out there. We've been getting a couple, like some very, very sweet tweets. So I would like to say hello to Kevin LaFleur, because a few days ago he wrote, "Hi girls of 28A, I'd like to say hi to two lovely ladies of Sunday Web Primetime. Good show. Keep it up and stay pretty." So thanks, Kev, for always tweeting us and, you know, being such a sweetheart. We you know, every time we get tweets from you guys, we're happy that you guys are watching. And also to I am Jay Perez. He said, "Whenever I hear Robin Thicke's blurred lines, I can't help but remember the girls of 28A's awesome OBB. Catchy stuff." So we're really glad that our video is getting attention. You guys think that our OBB is good.
we just want to actually thank Janina Manipul for actually doing she was the videographer for our opener. And we also want to thank Big Bad Wolf for letting us film at their restaurant. We have a little video as well, so check this out. So we just did our opener for the Girls of 28A. We've got the flag here. We just want to thank
Big Bad Wolf, thanks for letting us shoot here.
So thank you so much once again for letting us use it. So that was Neil Paris, Neil Paris, who actually let us into Big Bad Wolf. And there's a picture of Janina. So yeah, thanks once again. I think also as well, we just wanted to say a really, really, really quick thank you to all the guys who voted for us when we were nominated for the TAT Awards. We haven't actually acknowledged that yet. We were, I think, the only English-speaking show
podcast, yeah.
who was nominated. We don't speak any Tagalog. Diba? Diba? So
Anyway, thank you guys. Yeah.
yeah, so there you go.
But also, we have a big announcement. We want 1,000 likes on our Facebook page and 1,000 followers on Twitter by August 25. Oh my God,
What's
the
going to happen
25th.
if you get to 1,000?
Because if we do that, Trisha and I will go streaking. You will see us naked running somewhere. So
bare bummed,
Yes.
running across
We
the
should
grass
advertise
quadrant.
that.
So like us on
we-
Facebook or follow us on Twitter. That's at the Girls of 28A. Find us, like us, and you might see some white bums.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I think Trisha's will be 10.
mine will be mine. I've got a really white ass, so
Mine's
and then-
tiny and white. So anyway, thank you, Bubbles, for being with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Definitely.
Also, as well, I just want to say I have got an announcement for myself. Just make it all about me for a second. Nicola Cosme, I don't know if you guys remember, he was on our show for the Red Whistle campaign, which is raising awareness for HIV, AIDS, and being an advocate for practicing safe sex. He, after the show, asked myself to be one of the new lifeguard series girls to come on and basically be an ambassador for it. So that all came from the show, basically. So Julia will be leaving us for a little bit in a couple of weeks, just temporarily. So hence why he didn't ask her, otherwise I'm sure he would have. But see, there's the picture there. That is Sunny Smith, and then that is Arnold. Aninion. And then Icy Mendoza. And Mendoza as well. So we will be launching that campaign
But the cool
on
part
the 24th.
is if you are concerned that you have HIV or AIDS, but are kind of nervous to go and get tested, and you feel you would like the support and you would like to meet the hot, beautiful Trisha Centenera in person, you can actually contact Red Whistle and she will be able to actually go with you to the hospital and get checked. So
that's part of being one of the lifesavers for one of the lifeguards. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. So if anyone knows of anyone, you can contact us. But yeah. There you go.
So yes, exactly. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are the girls of 28A at Beyond the Box Studio in Rockwell. We will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.